What's up, guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of my RuneScape 3 Making a Main series. In the last episode, I left off here at 50 Archaeology. I said I was going to AFK at work a little bit. I did do that. We are now 70 Archaeology, so I think I'm going to leave it there for a little while. We were getting prayer levels when I handed in these collections, so I decided I'd just keep the bones so we could go through what prayer level I would get from handing 20 of those in. So we got 20. We'll hand them in over here. Currently, the prayer level is 21 prayer, so let's hand these in and see what we get. So we started at 21 prayer. We are now 33 prayer. Nice, not bad. So I think the plan for today is just to hit quests really hard head on. So I'm not going to ramble much in this video. That's a lie. I'm going to ramble. But let's hit some quests. Myths of the White Lands is done. That gives us a total of 27 quest points. We did get a 500 XP lamp from that. I'm going to throw that into magic. I want to start really throwing these quest rewards on our combat stats just so we can start doing some bossing and other cool shit other than just showing you quest completion screens. But next quest is Rune Mysteries, and that 500 XP lamp got us to 11 magic. All right, so we're going to take a break in the middle of this quest just to do this wilderness event. I'm going to try to get this tree event every single time, but hopefully we're there for the full event this time and I'm not late. So judging from episode 1's comments, there are quite a few old school players that are watching the series. What's up, boys? If you haven't played RS3, there are a series of events that happen every hour in the wilderness. They're called wilderness flash events. No fear though, you have to opt in to PvP in RuneScape 3. I know. You don't have to mention it. I know. Unless you're Skulled, then you're automatically opted in. But you definitely want to hit at least the Evil Bloodwood tree, just because it gives you some good XP and you get quite a few rewards that are pretty good money. Also, it's useful to note, don't be a nutsack and just AFK at these events. Do your part so they get over faster. And that's another event finished. What are the levels? We got 14 fire making and 12 woodcutting. We got 3 small rewards and 1 big boy reward. So I'll open those 3 small just quickly. You know, the norm. Nothing too special there. Hopefully we got something in here. Make me rich. Ass. Rune Mysteries done. 28 quest points. Got another XP lamp. Throw that on magic. So we got 12 magic and 7 rune crafting. Rune Memories is done. Not gonna lie, Rune Memories and Rune Mysteries are super long quests now. 300 XP in magic and rune crafting. So let's go ahead and use those lamps. Oh, they're not lamps. Whatever. 13 magic and 9 rune crafting. So the next 3 quests I'm gonna do are pretty short quests, so you're just gonna see the completion screens. A Shadow over Ashdale's complete. Let's use the lamps. It's looking like we are 5 attack, 5 strength, 9 defense, and I'm going to use the black pearls, which are bonus XP on Herblore. I think you can only use 1 a day, though. Make that make sense. Why would they limit those to 1 a day, but literally shove keys up your ass? I don't know. Next quest. Once Upon a Slime is done. We got ourselves a 2.5k XP lamp for cooking and 31 total quest points. But at what cost? Well, the cost of watching 2 slimes bang each other. When you use this lamp, gets us to 16 cooking. And we've hit a treasure key milestone. We got our 10 keys that I'm going to use and throw into farming. But just quickly, I'm going to let you guys know, I'm sure that you guys are having questions like, what sequence am I doing these quests in? Does it mean anything? The short answer is yes, I'm following the strategy guide on the RuneScape wiki. It's basically really straightforward. It's the efficient way to do these quests, so I don't have to train as much in between them. So that's the short of it. The next quest I'm going to do is Song of the Depths. Song from the Depths, my bad. I don't know how to talk. Talking is new to me. Let's do these keys real quick. 54 farming, and then all of these prismatic fallen stars or whatever the fuck these are called, these are going to go right into Herblore. So all the bonus XP into Herblore, all the real XP into farming. Song from the Depths is done. 32 total quest points. We also did get a Constitution XP lamp. Always need those to get a level. 15 Constitution. Nice. The next 2 quests I'm going to do is Demon Slayer and Gertrude's Cat. While skilling in RS3, you have a chance to get one of these strange rocks. And what you do with these, you take it to the museum and you can add it to this plinth and you'll get some XP. So what I'm going to do right now is just drop those off while I'm in town. All right. So to be able to add it to this plinth, you have to talk to one of these fellers over here. Looks like we got 3 hunter, 13 woodcutting, and 7 agility. Yeah, I don't know why I was dumb enough to think those things would fucking sell. All right. Well, while we're here, I guess to make it not a total waste of time, I'll give you guys a little update on the bank. Not much has changed since last episode, except that we have more rewards in here from the Halloween event. More bones, more ashes. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be selling these or not. Yeah, that's basically it. It's not looking too bad. Got our proteins here. Somebody said not to use these until double XP weekend, but really, is it worth keeping fucking 10 logs until the next double XP weekend? Probably not. we do have enough pieces to complete 2 tetra compasses, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, shaping up pretty good. Not too bad. Fighting Delrith in RS3 looks a little different. And that's Demon Slayer done. We got 3 combat XP lamps worth 100 XP each, 35 total quest points. I'm gonna throw all those lamps into defense. So got ourselves 11 defense, and we're sitting at 333 total level. So I'm just at the Grand Exchange. I had to grab a bucket of milk and a raw sardine to do Gertrude's cat, and I decided I was gonna grab a Ring of Fortune. This will give us an unlimited teleport to the Grand Exchange as well as Miscellanea. Plus it's tier 3 luck. I think this will be the best ring we can use in luck terms until, I believe, Luck of the Dwarves. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that set us back 1.1 mil. Cash stack is currently sitting at 744k. Here soon we're gonna have to find ourselves a reliable moneymaker. So if you are an old school player that is watching us, it's kind of an interesting fact. The lumberyard was removed from RS3 with the release of the fort, so the kitty cats are over here somewhere. Gertrude's cat's done. 1.5k cooking XP lamp as well as a cat, and we are gonna have to raise this cat. So which one did we get? Oh, look at him. Nice. All right, let's use this lamp, throw that on cooking. Well, you can't throw it anywhere but cooking. 20. Nice. Dimension of Disaster, Coin of the Realm complete. That's another classic that they changed. You don't have to have a partner to complete that quest anymore. Shield of Rav. Shield of Arav? Shield of whatever. 38 quest points, no XP. We have 10 keys again, and that's kind of wild. We got tons of lamps. Currently 54 farming. Oh my god, almost 100k farming XP. Got 59 farming. Not too bad. All right guys, we are currently at 38 quest points. For this episode I want to get to 50, so we got a couple more quests to do, and then I also want to get started on new foundations. So to get the items needed to build the fort, I'm going to manually get those, so that'll kind of tie into the other goal of each episode, is to get a stat to 50. So I think in this episode I'm going to try to get mining and woodcutting to 50. So that's the plan, Stan. And Shield of Arav is complete again, except this time in New Varrock. 39 total quest points and a thieving lamp. 3 thieving, and that's Once Upon a Time in Gillinor done. I am not gonna lie, that quest was actually kind of long. We did get a total of 4 medium XP lamps, but I had to use 2 of them. I threw them on woodcutting, so I got from 13 to 16 woodcutting. We got 2 more. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those on woodcutting, but there's another reward that actually is one of my favorites. That's 18 woodcutting. Now let's look at that. Hold on, let's go here. You go here. All right, animations. All right, it's a teleport animation. I was through the maiden voyage of this teleport animation. This is it's my favorite. It's beautiful, dude. Look at that. It's kind of long though. Takes a little long. Yeah, I can get behind that. Another classic, Goblin Diplomacy is done. That gives us a whopping 5 quest points, a little baby 200 crafting XP, and a gold bar. We are at a total of 48 quest points, so 2 more needed till we can get the next reward from May's quest caravan. So I think the next quest I'm going to do is Vampire Slayer. That'll give us 3 quest points and a good XP lamp that I can throw on defense. So let's see if we get a crafting level. Nice. 3 crafting. Yeah, let's see how hard this is. I feel like I'm just going to slap this dude. Oh, he's kind of getting in our ass. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, no. 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 Oh. I did not just die to Count Drainer. Dude, don't. Oh. Go. Woo. Made it out by the skin of our nuts. Vampire Slayer is done. We got a 4.8k XP combat lamp. We're going to throw that into defense. And just one thing, guys. You wanted to see me die right there. You wanted to see me die to Count Drainer, but guess what? I didn't, so you don't have to say good job. Also, that's 50 quest points. We're gonna head over to May and get another dices, whatever they're called. And here we are. You know me, I love free stuff. So we got ourselves I figured out what the plural of dice is. It's D's nuts. Okay, just kidding. That was fun. All right, let's give her a roll. 250k and a random treasure trail item. I don't know if can you get third age from this? Obviously that's not third age. A fucking black shield H2. Throw that in the garbage. But yeah, got some dough. All right, the cash stack is back up to 1.8 mil. Not too bad. I used up the 8 keys that we had, and we have 4 XP lamps sitting in our inventory here, so we'll go ahead and throw those into farming. I do believe we had 59 farming. That's going to get us to 60 1 farming. Not too bad. That is crazy. We still haven't planted a seed, so I'm gonna have to start doing tree runs or something soon, because there's a real possibility that that's going to get to 99 before anything else, and we didn't even fucking do anything. All right, so we got the 25 quest points for this episode knocked out. I think what I'm going to do now is we're going to start working on mining and woodcutting. I'm going to start with woodcutting, and I'm just going to gather all kinds of logs that we can turn into planks so we can build our fort. And for mining, I'm going to mine all the limestone myself as well. Just be kind of self-sufficient. I don't want to spend too much money on it, but that's kind of the goal right now. I also have 10k or maybe 10k, I don't know, let's see, 13,000 last wills, so I'm gonna go trade those in and we'll get bones and stuff. All right, Mr. Poopy Pete gave us our forgotten belongings, I believe. Hopefully there's a die or a mask or something worth a lot of money in here so I can get my hand held through some of these Bibles, but probably not. So I'm gonna go ahead and open all these and then I'll show you the bank afterwards. Jesus Christ. Play RuneScape as an Amazon package. Just a side note, I am going to throw all these bonus XP and large XP lamps into woodcutting. So we're sitting at 18 woodcutting right now. Okay, all the forgotten belongings have been opened. We got ourselves 13 mining and 35 woodcutting. So I'll give you guys a peek into the bank right now. From here, we are going to go back to the Grand Exchange. I need to buy some tools and we're going to get the grind on. So here's a little resource tab. The bones are coming around quite nicely, but the ashes, there's lots of ashes, infernal ashes, so many. Some searing ashes, but yeah, it's going pretty good. Okay, so we have all our tools gathered up. This is up to at least tier 50, and for new foundations, we're gonna need, I believe, 96 regular planks for the frames, and then an additional like 20 regular planks for some walls. We're also gonna need 88 stone wall segments, which takes 352 lime bricks to make. That's not too bad. That's maybe all in all an hour of work. So I'm gonna go gather up the normal logs now, and then I'm just gonna grind up to 50 wood cutting, and then we'll go to mining from there. It's pretty cut and dry. All right, wood cutting takes no time, so that was actually pretty quick. Somebody did mention in a comment that nobody wants to cut these logs themselves, so they're expensive as shit. So let's see how expensive they are. All right, so they're 1.1k each. That's a normal log is 1.1k. That is nuts. So it took me like 10 minutes to cut those. So it's probably close to $1 million an hour. Don't call out my math in the comments. Leave it alone. You could make some serious cash just cutting some logs like that. Not too bad. Wood cutting is 37. So I think I'm gonna switch over to willow logs now. And that is 40 wood cutting. So I'm gonna equip my adamant hatchet and I'm gonna switch over to maples, I believe in Sears. And a side note, willow logs are worth quite a bit as well, 1k each. I'm just here relaxing at the maples. I just want to take a chance to say thank you so much for the reception that episode 1 got. I didn't think that I'd get 10 subscribers, let alone almost 300. That is crazy to me. And the only reason we got that is because you guys showed that video love. So if you could take a chance, give this video a like. If you haven't subbed yet, sub. I'm just kidding. You guys, like always, don't have to do that, but obviously it really helps the channel and it really helps push this RS3 content in front of people that need to see it. And yeah, I'm elated. You guys are sweet. 50 wood cutting. Nice. That wasn't too bad, but I will tell you guys a story, a real life story real quick that just happened to me. I know a lot of you are parents, so you can relate. I'm sitting here just peacefully cutting my maples, you know. My daughter's watching Miss Rachel. You guys know that's a pain in and of itself. And all I hear is, ew, stinky. So, oh shit, right? I stop. I go in there. I'm going to let you guys just comment what you think happened. Dude, oh my God. All right. Mining is next. We're currently 13 mining. That's 20 mining. I can use my steel pickaxe now, and I am going to switch over to coal. You guys may have noticed that I'm not using an ore box, and that's just because I don't have the smithing level to upgrade it just yet, and I'm not going to grind these lower level smithing levels out. I'm going to quest the early game smithing, because smithing in RS3, if you've never played, is, oh my God, smithing is a grind now. Unless there's some method that I just don't have enough money to do or I'm not aware of, aside from burial armor, smithing takes ages. 30 mining has been accomplished. I am going to switch over to the mithril rocks now. That's 40 mining. We're going to switch over to Addy Rocks now. Let's take a break and do a skilling wilderness flash event. I believe this is a skilling one. If not, we're about to die in the wilderness, so you guys are going to laugh at me. Basically, for this one, you just run around and nurture these and try not to pick the prickly ones. Pretty simple. There it is. Pretty simple. These smaller events like this are the ones you really don't want to leech on because, I mean, if you don't win in one of these events, you pretty much suck. So let's open that up. What do we get? I love that we're getting chinchompas because these are going to come in a lot. These are going to come in handy. I wish I knew how to talk. These are going to come in handy for range. So back to mining. There it is. 50 mining has been achieved. That wasn't too bad. We can now mine runite ore, but I'm not going to do that right now. What I'm going to do is move on to the bank. I'm going to go ahead and bank the rest of this. Actually, I'll finish this inventory out just so we don't waste any time. And I am going to unlock Anachronia. And if you don't know what that is, I'll explain it a little more in the next clip. If you're unfamiliar with RS3, you're new, or you're maybe an old school player watching this, the best way I can describe Anachronia is RS3's version of Fossil Island. So to get there, you basically just go to the Archaeology Guild and run east, and you'll find this boat called the Stormbreaker, which, by the way, it looks pretty cool, and that's a badass name for a boat. But we're going to board that boat, and then we'll end up on Anachronia. And we're here. Like every other new place in RS3, Anachronia looks mint. Okay, you cannot deny that new RS3 graphics or new areas are just gorgeous. So I'm not going to make you guys watch me go through this. Basically, all we have to do is trek through the jungle and get to the base camp, and there's big old dinosaur feet that you follow there. So if you get lost, I'm sorry. Dude, how did you miss the dinosaur feet? I mean, dude, look at those things. Look at them. They're huge. And that's it. Pretty cut and dry. The base camp tutorial probably takes 2 minutes, just spacebar through it. You can go up here to Giles, and there's no real linear way to do this unless you're like an extremist in base camp building, I guess. But for me, the first thing I want to do is I want to unlock the lodestone. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look here. So we need 150 stone and 150 clay. So you have workers, right? So you have 10 total workers. So I'll put probably 5 of them on clay right now, and then after I build the lodestone, I want to build a storehouse. So for the storehouse, we'll need 3,000 vines, hides, and stone. So the other workers, I'm going to put on hides and stone. And the only reason I'm putting 5 on clay is just so I get the clay real fast. But that's basically what you do, and then you leave it. Check it tomorrow. So building each tier of building in the Anachronia base camp obviously has different benefits, but I feel like in this video, in a progress series, going through each of these benefits in and of itself really doesn't have a place. So you can look this up on the wiki, and I mean, we'll revisit this throughout the series just to update it and upgrade it and get the benefits from it. But I'm not going to fully go and talk about this because 1, you guys are probably gonna yell at me because I don't know that much, and 2, it just doesn't have a place here. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back to the Halloween event, and then we're gonna talk about where we're gonna go from here. And I actually feel like that is a good spot to leave episode 2. In episode 3, I'm gonna focus more on questing and also get into combat. So I have some probably unconventional ways that I'm gonna train combat that somebody might yell at me about it, but oh well, I don't care. We all played RuneScape differently, right? Isn't that the point? We make our own path, whatever. So as for the Halloween event, when I'm at work and I don't have, I have time to like AFK, I'm going to be doing the thieving spot instead of the archaeology spot, just because archaeology now I have to go back and do all the earlier stuff, and that'll be annoying, but thieving XP, I'll take it. I just want to thank you guys for watching the video, and thank you for getting this far. If you have, leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. You guys don't understand that every like, it's amazing. I can't even thank you guys enough. Almost 300 subscribers off of one video. That is nuts. I'll give you guys a little look at the skills here. We got 50 mining this episode, 50 woodcutting. It's rounding up pretty well. 449 total with 1.3 mil XP. So hopefully there's a big jump in the next episode. And yeah, that's it. See ya.